Hey guys, let's start with new chapter of Loyalpin Volume 1, Chapter 19, Fever Raving. Pelantita's heart was filled with anticipation as she eagerly looked forward to visiting Princess Anil tomorrow. Ever since she learned that the princess has been ill for 3 days without her knowledge, Pelantita couldn't sit still, consumed by worry about Princess Anil's condition. During this moment, even the briefest pause, without seeing each other's faces, felt like an eternity, let alone the wait until tomorrow. After waking up and wandering around in her bedroom for a while, Pelantita finally decided to visit the Pine Palace late at night. Naturally, the main door leading to the Pine Palace terrace is securely bolted. However, Lady Pin, who can enter and exit Pine Palace freely, chooses to use the small door that connects to the kitchen and Prick's house. Peering through the lit kitchen window, Lady Pin noticed Prick was busy with preparations. Instead of using the key as initially planned, she lightly knocked on the kitchen door. Is it you, Lady Pin? I was really shocked. It is me. Who else do you think it is? Lady Pin jokingly played with Prick, as if at this moment there was no trouble. But her heart trembled at the scent of the Pine Palace furniture, which she had not set foot in for days. I have never seen you come to the palace at this time before, my lady. So I thought that there's a ghost knocking on the door to take me along. Pick pretended to look around paranoidly. You're just rambling. Lady Pen flicks up her surly eyes and looks at Prick as an obvious scolding. What did you come to Pine Palace for, my lady? I have come to see Princess Anil. Is she asleep? Pelantita's brown eyes flickered while mentioning the name of someone she had not been able to get out of her thoughts in recently. Not yet. Princess Anil, even though she got sick, she still had the habit of sleeping late at night. I'm preparing warm water and a towel for her, my lady. Prepared for her to wipe herself? Pelantita's voice was lowered strictly. Yes, Princess Anil is very possessive. She does not allow anyone to wipe her body, even her mother. Are you done preparing? I'm done. I'm going to take it. Lady Pin uses the back of her hand to touch the surface of the water in a large silver bowl. After she found that the warm water was just right, she spoke to Prick in a superficial voice that sounded like a request. Instead, it was a command that Prick couldn't refuse. With that, then please take a break. I will give it to her. Even though Prick's expression was full of frustration, she could only accept Lady Pin's request indisputably. Yes, my lady. Pelantita looked until Prick's back had disappeared out of sight, then took the silver bowl with the lining cloth and headed straight to the open bedroom door. The soft yellow light that emanates makes it predictable that the owner of the room has not yet fallen asleep as she should. Pelantita slowly and thoughtfully opened the bedroom door. The room is so spacious, decorated in Western style, with warm light from the lamp next to the bed. Her heart thumped when she saw that Princess Anil was still reclined against the pillow on the bed, reading a book in an unusually tranquil manner. Prick, put a towel and warm water on the table and then just please leave. I want nothing more, Princess Anil said in a calm voice, not even looking up from the book. Pelantita stood there speechless, not knowing how to start the conversation this time. Hearing no response from Prick, Princess Anil looked up curiously when she saw that the person who was standing Weary at the door was Lady Pelantita, the one she had not seen in days. Princess Anil glanced at the face for a moment with blank eyes. Oh, Princess Anil only said that and continued to focus on the book as if nothing had happened. She treated Lady Pelantita as if the person in front of her was like an ether. Princess Anil's brief and cold manner is like the sharp edge of a knife cutting into Pelantita's heart before pressing repeatedly until her heart felt like it was torn apart, leaving severe wounds. Even though the lady had already prepared herself, she could not bear this sudden pain. Lady Pelantita's whole life, she has never been ignored by Princess Anil before. Pelantita's brown eyes flashed with intensity, but her overwhelming concern compelled her to enter the bedroom of someone who wouldn't even glance up. She sank onto the bed beside Princess Anil, even though the room's owner hadn't uttered a word of invitation. This time, Princess Anil let her eyes meet Pelantita. As they locked eyes at such close proximity, with their faces mere inches apart, Lady Pen noticed that the once brilliantly shining dark eyes now appeared clear but neglected, giving them a sad and unfamiliar expression, quite different from what she remembered. There was a silence for a while. Then Pelantita arrogantly raised her hand and touched Princess Anil's rounded forehead. Your body is really hot. You should rest a lot. Why do you keep reading textbooks? Lady Pin asked in a very sweet voice, while one hand reached out to pick up a heavy book from Princess Anil's hands and placed it on the small table beside the bed. It was as if forcing the lady to just stop reading the book. Have you taken your medicine? Pelantita's beautiful brown eyes are now so full of concern that they are obvious. I have taken them for a while. Princess Anil's voice was a little hoarse, but it was still as soft as ever. But your body is still hot. Let me use a towel on you. Pelantita looked at that beautiful face that is now red with fever, causing her heart to tremble in pain. No need to. I can do it by myself. The strengthless eyes that met her seemed to have incited Pelantita to rage like a fire. Please let me do it. See, your eyes are strengthless. How will you still have enough strength left to do anything? She began by touching Princess Anil's forehead and continued to trace her fingers down to her cheek, chin, arm, and slender hand. From Pelantita's perspective, it seemed as if Princess Anil's body was alarmingly hot. Your body feels incredibly warm. Pelantita's elegant brows furrowed, and her face was filled with concern, as if the entire world were on the brink of collapse. Let me help cool you down. At that moment, Princess Anil appeared to be burdened with something, leaving her too weary to object. Consequently, she could only allow Lady Pen to tend to her body as she saw fit. As the warm cloth moved from her forehead and face to the sides of her cheeks and over heated skin down to her neck and collarbone, Princess Anil spoke wearily just before Lady Pen began to work under her clothing. Why are you acting like that? Is there anything slighted about? Said Princess Anil while slowly unbuttoning her nightgown before taking off her shirt for Pelantita to wipe her body easily. Nothing. In reality, it's the opposite. Princess Anil's flawless skin is more likely to capture one's attention rather than repel it. as Pelantita seems to be behaving. Does that mean it is worth looking at? Lady Pelantita remains silent. Her small hand now wipes Princess Anil's body from the chest, stomach, sides, waist, and back with a trembling hand until Princess Anil can sense it. For Pelantita, washing Princess Anil's beautiful body, which resembled a jade sculpture, without holding her breath, was not an easy task. Princess Anil's radiant skin seemed to possess a certain magic that made Pelantita's breathing irregular. Are you feeling better? No matter how difficult it is, in the end, Pelantita was able to complete her mission.